Welcome back to more Resident Evil 6 collection, reading the files and going over the figurines. And Leon's, there was a lot of Leon and Helena and Derek related content, along with a lot of going over Raccoon City incident, plus some other enemy various things, which is, you have the variety of the enemies scattered throughout all the other three. Chris's mainly goes over Chris, Piers, bioterrorism, the C virus itself, BSA-A history, and Neo Umbrella. And Jake Mueller's, obviously you've got Jake, Sherry, more Raccoon City stuff with Sherry, Sherry's imprisonment, a little bit more on Derek, and a lot more on the C virus itself compared to Chris's. And obviously more enemy factoid stuff. Here we are with Ada Wong, which I'm sure will focus a lot on Ada Wong. Speaking of, Ada Wong. Not much is known about the international spy Ada Wong, including her age or whom she works for. Even her true name as well as her aims remain a mystery. What is known, that no matter how difficult her mission may be, she has the brains and the physical ability to pull them off without a hitch. While there is a stoicism in her demeanor, it is her poise and sang-froid that she is known for. I have no idea what sang-froid means. She appears to be working toward a specific goal, and once she accomplishes it, she is the type that would have no qualms about betraying her handlers. In 1998, she was sent to Raccoon City with the intent of secreting out a sample of the G virus. It was there that she first met Leon Kennedy, a rookie cop at the time. Following the events of Raccoon City, she has been known to offer aid to Leon on his missions, but mostly as a ploy to enlist his help. Currently, Ada has snuck aboard a submarine after being contacted by Derek Simmons, a man she hasn't heard of since the Raccoon City incident. While on the submarine, she discovers a mission that was never fielded to her, and a terrible secret that will spur her to act. What form these actions will take is anybody's guess. Report on Jake Mueller. Mr. Simmons, the mission to find the son of Albert Wesker has been completed. I have confirmed that Jake Mueller is the biological son of Wesker. Name, Jake Mueller, age 20. Citizenship, Republic of Edonia. Physical characteristics, Caucasian, 190 centimeters, blue eyes. Has been in the employ of Edonia mercenaries for 5 years. Has trained or fought in all parts of Europe, the Middle East, and South America. A DNA sample from Mueller proved his relationship to Wesker. Wesker's alleged immunity to viral infection has manifested itself in Mueller. Fortunately, the DNA sample I obtained would not be enough to assist with the C virus research. A bodily fluid, blood, saliva, or bone marrow sample would be required. It is my recommendation that you dispatch your top agent to secure a tissue sample from Mueller. End. AKA Ustanok. Oh yeah, there was also a bit of Ustanok history in the previous one. Submarine. Ada Wong sneaks onto a submarine in order to find out what Derek Simmons is planning. When she gets there, she finds that the security systems respond to her fingerprints and voice. There is information on her that no one should have. Throughout the submarine, Derek's hand can be seen in it all. From the room decor to the layout itself, it is a mystery as to who built the submarine and for what purpose. Gnezdo. The Gnezdo is a creature that results from a high-level mutation brought on by exposure to the C virus. Gnezdo is derived from the Serbian word for hive, which we saw on a figurine of it in one of the others. These small creatures have the appearance of hornets, and they can form a swarm that mirrors the size and shape of a human being. Just as with ants and bees, the Gnezdo behave with a hive mindset, but each individual creature has its own role to play. Where the Gnezdo differs is that their queen does not continue to propagate the species, but serves only as a commander giving out orders like a general to an army. The sensory perceptions are shared between the queen and the individual Gnezdo. If the queen is lost, the swarm will dissolve. As long as she lives, however, the swarm will remain intact and follow her commands. The queen is hard to spot among the swarm as it attempts to conceal and protect her. An attack on the swarm will momentarily scatter the Gnazdo, revealing the queen and exposing her to danger. And now we get to a real Ada Wong figure. Dude, her outfit in this game is so cool. I love it so much, man. It's like, as much as I like the dress, you know, from 4 and 2, this is just so much better. Like, best outfit for her ever. Ada and Derek. Derek Simmons believes in world stability, and he, along with the family, believe in preserving that stability, even if they have to act illegally to do so. When Derek first met Ada Wong, it caused a ripple in his normally logical and unperturbed personality. Ada's skills as a spy were unparalleled, and the missions she carried out for him were instrumental in his goals. A fracture in their work relationship was formed when Ada learned that Derek was behind the operation to raise Raccoon City. Revealing it was dangerous to keep company with Derek, Ada left his employ, never looking back. From that point on, Derek has been maniacal in his plans to get back Ada. Whether it was because he felt an emotional attachment to her or because he thought she was the only woman whose intelligence could match his own is unknown. But this monomania with Ada led him to put a sinister plan into action. So Derek Simmons is the reason why Raccoon City was nuked. It was his idea. Or he pushed forward and got it. Okay. Scorched Earth. Operation Bacillus Terminate was the name for the missile strike ordered by the U.S. government to halt the spread of the virus in Raccoon City in 1998. The decision to raise the city of 100,000, so now you call it a city, killing infected and survivors alike, named from Derek C. Simmons, or came from Derek C. Simmons, a high-ranking government official. Raccoon City was a case study for his furniture plans, as he believed the world would stop using traditional weapons and switch over to bioweapons. Data provided by Raccoon City allowed him to assess the efficacy of such weapons, but he made certain that the truth of Umbrella's involvement in their bioweapons program would never be known. Eager to resolve the issues as quickly as possible, he urged the more hawkish members of the president's administration, or... Man, am I that tired, or am I just messing up? Okay. Eager to resolve the issues as quickly as possible, he urged the more hawkish members of the president's administration to eradicate Raccoon City for the sake of the country. The attack on Tall Oaks was devised by Simmons to show the world and dubious officials in government that the threat to bioweapons posed in the hands of terrorists, as well as to prevent President Benford from revealing the truth behind Raccoon City. Because again, he was about to declassify Raccoon City. And apparently, he was also showing government officials that, hey, yo, bioweapons pose a big threat in the hands of terrorists. So, here's a little demonstration I put for you that killed the President of the United States and a bunch of other people. Note fund and a laboratory. To my dear sister Helena, I'm sorry I was never a good sister. I should have been, given though you loved me unconditionally. I'm sorry for everything. They injected me with something. It's making me forget things. Who I am, who you are even. I don't want that. Please. Know that I've always loved you too. I don't want to leave you. Hope you find someone to love. You don't want to forget. I love you. I started reading that out like it was a note from Simmons, and then I was like, oh no, this is Deborah. Shrieker. The Shrieker is a type of zombie that can summon other zombies by emitting a large sound that stimulates their oral faculties. In addition, zombies' nervous systems react to the sound, and this reaction causes them to behave more violently. If something were to interfere with the Shrieker, with the sound the Shrieker is emitting, it will change to a high-frequency sound that will overload the oral receptors in the zombie's brains and destroy that part of it. And here's Carla Radamus? Radamus. Or as Bo and I always called her, Slut Ada. AKA Fake Ada. Two Ada Wongs. There are reports of two Ada Wongs involved in the current crisis. One is the famed spy that comes to the aid of Leon Kennedy from time to time. The other Ada Wong is the leader of Neo Umbrella and the one responsible for introducing Jahavo to Adonia 6 months prior. The former is the true Ada Wong, and the latter is a copy created by Derek Simmons, utilizing the C virus. The fake Ada contacts the real Ada, telling her about the impending biohazard about to be unleashed in China. The real Ada decides to go to China to find out what this imposter intentions are. You know, reading through these files, it makes me think this game being named Biohazard, the series being named Biohazard, makes way more sense than Resident Evil. But, you know, history is history. Ada in Raccoon City. In 1998, Albert Wesker, Jake Mueller's father, sent Ada Wong on a mission in Raccoon City to retrieve a sample of the G virus William Birkin was hoarding for himself. When William's wife Annette interfered with that mission, Ada used Leon Kennedy to have him unwittingly aid her. Ada then made her way back to Albert with a sample of the virus in hand. In 2004, Albert ordered Ada to Europe to obtain a sample of the Las Plagas parasite. There she encountered Leon again and ended up stealing the parasite sample he had procured. She did not, however, hand the sample to Albert. She kept it for herself and went off the grid. She had her own intentions for keeping the virus. She was not going to allow herself to be a pawn in Albert's plan for global domination. The Family. Derek C. Simmons is the current head of a secret organization known as The Family. The Family was founded by one of Derek's ancestors before the United States was even founded, and its vast network of wealth and power extends throughout the globe. The Family has been manipulating the course of human development for a long time. Their ostensible goal is to maintain stability in the world, but its true motivation lies in exploiting events to benefit its members. For now, they believe maintaining the stability is contingent upon keeping the United States at the top of the pyramid of world power. If the truth about the US government's connections to Umbrella's bioweapons program were to get out, it would destabilize the world and remove America from the top of that hierarchy of power. Derek set into motion a plan that will launch a bioterrorist attack and assassinate the president, thus preserving the family's design on power and stability. Bloodshot. During the biohazard incident, an extremely rare type of zombie was discovered. One that had most of its head destroyed. The creature was given a misnomer of Bloodshot because all of its muscle tissues was exposed. Unlike normal zombies, this creature is incredibly agile, and the speed with which it will attack and devour flesh is uncomparable. These differences are tough to be a mutation brought on by the C virus. And we get Leon again, another Leon figure. Rare Leon Kennedy, looking like he's using his quick shot. Dope. Carla Radames. Carla Radames was responsible for the discovery of the C virus and a close confidant of Derek C. Simmons. A prodigy in her youth, Carla completed a doctorate course in genetics when she was only 15. After which she was recruited by Derek to work for him, manufacturing viruses and BOWs. Derek praised her for her intelligence and successful research, and his praise increased her devotion to him. One way she tried to earn his praise was by developing the C virus. As it would turn out, she was nothing more than a tool for him to accomplish his goals. The person Carla Radames ceased to exist when she was used against her will in Derek's experiment to recreate Ada Wong. Derek and Carla. Derek Simmons used countless test subjects in his effort to clone Ada Wong. The main impediment to those efforts was finding subjects with compatible genetic structure using the extensive resources of the family. Derek learned that one of his own researchers, a Carla Radames, would be a suitable candidate. Derek tricked Carla into taking part in the experiment because she believed Derek valued her and her work too much to risk her. She was wrong, and Derek succeeded in creating the clone of Ada he had desired. While Carla looked and behaved similar to Ada, there was still a piece of her that remained Carla. Derek's relationship with Ada had only been professional, so he couldn't see that this clone was not the real Ada. whether through misguided affections or a desire to revenge himself on Ada. He ignored any nagging doubt and began to train and treat Carla as if she were the real Ada Wong. Carla, having lost most of her personality during the experiment, behaved as Derek wanted, but in the depths of her soul, there was still a spark of Carla's original self. And once it came to the surface, she vowed to destroy Derek, the man who had ruined her life. From Carla's papers. It won't be long before everything he ever feared will come true. My special pet resting beneath the sea will be ready soon. All my little cocoons will also hatch shortly. My greatest creation will be the very undoing of everything he has worked for. It would be a shame, though, if he wasn't ready to live in a world of nightmares. I'll make his body a living reflection of the horrors I've unleashed. The world will be so far removed from the stability he craves, it will be complete chaos, and that chaos will destroy his body. She's got some underlying issues, man. Unlimited transformations. Carla Radames thinks she can attack China and unleash chaos upon the world, but Derek Simmons had a plan for stopping her, and she's gravely injured. If I'm going to die, then I'll make sure the world he loves dies with me. With her last ounce of energy, she injects herself with an extremely potent strain of the C virus. It's the same strain one of her subordinates injected in Derek. In her infected state, she merges her body with that of an aircraft carrier, transforming herself into something decidedly not human. She can also create human-sized doppelgangers of herself, Carla spores. These avatars of Carla's insanity still resemble Ada Wong, proving that Derek's experiment damaged her psyche more than even she had realized. Helena Harper Rare, and it's her like on her knees at Deborah's crystallized transformation into C-Virus Deborah. Complete mutations. After a human is injected with the C-Virus and turns into a Jahavo, the virus will continue to mutate the host until its entire body is covered by a tough cocoon-like structure. Inside this chrysalide, the virus will dissolve the host's body composition and reform it, thus giving birth to a completely different creature from the Jahavo. These creatures are referred to as complete mutations. Derek C. Simmons sought to harness this mutation process when he tried to recreate Ada Wong, but ended with a number of failed mutations instead. Lepotitsa and the Ganazda are two such examples of these failures. Derek preserved the female aspect, but little else. I guess that's why there's only 2 Lepotitsas in the game. Derek's researchers soon learned that by mixing the C-Virus with the DNA of living specimens, they could create complete mutations that preserved the strong features of reptilian and mammaline species. Being able to determine the final outcome for the complete mutation was a key component of creating reliable bioorganic weapons. This research was instrumental in stabilizing the C-Virus and creating something that would birth multiple bioweapons. Enhanced C-Virus. The enhanced C-Virus was created by strengthening the C-Virus with Jake Mueller's blood. This enhanced virus was engineered by Carla Radames by taking the elements of Jake's blood that were resistant to viral infection and using them to re-engineer the C-Virus into a more potent virus. When a host is infected by the normal C-Virus, the host will eventually become encased in a cocoon before emerging as a new creature. With the enhanced virus, not only does it strengthen the host, but it removes the need for the chrysalis stage. This host can continue to mutate indefinitely into new forms without compromising its cellular integrity. The enhanced C-Virus is incredibly difficult to manufacture, and only Carla has the know-how to do it successfully. As such, only a limited amount of the enhanced C-Virus is known to exist, such as her and Derek. The end of Derek Simmons. When Derek C. Simmons was portrayed by Ada Wong following the Raccoon City incident, it was the first time he had ever felt emotional stress. He felt that if he could not have the real Ada Wong serving him faithfully, then he would create one to do so. He decided he would use the C-Virus, a virus with unlimited potential to change the human body. on its creator Carlo Radames in order to recreate his beloved Ada. No one knows how many lives Derek sacrificed in order to realize this goal. When he succeeded with Carla, he was overcome with joy, but Carla had not completely lost herself in the process, and she hated Derek for what he did to her. Eventually, she would see to it that he was injected with a potent strain of the C virus, one that would cause his body to mutate painfully into hideous creatures without end. In the end, he was killed by Ada Wong. Carla's revenge. Carla Radames was reborn as Ada Wong because of the experiment Derek Simmons forced her into and the subsequent training she received following her transformation. Unknown to Derek, Carla retained some remnants of herself in the deepest recesses of her psyche, and this part of her was determined to undo everything Derek had done. Carla secretly founded the Neo Umbrella organization so she could protect the C virus, something that would be instrumental in her plans to destabilize the planet. An idea that was anathema to Derek. Her plan was to launch missiles loaded with the gas that would turn people into zombies and to unleash the ultimate BOW, chaos, on the unsuspecting world. Chaos. Her plan to wreak havoc in China would have gone off without any problems, but for one incomprehensible act. She contacted the real Ada Wong and involved her in the situation. Whether she did this in some vain attempt to destroy the original Ada and leave only herself, or to have Ada save her, no one can say. Show me the Ingrid Hunnigan. Oh, they even have something on the team. Damn. How intricate. I was not expecting something to be on the laptop. Is this a zombie? No, this is Piers Nevins Rare. Yeah, his mutation. With this electric blasting arm, baby. Oh, no, now we get to the zombies. How nice of you guys. Zombie Dog C. I hate zombie dogs in every game. They're so annoying. Ada Wong Rare. Looks like she's got her own freaking Baymax, dude. I mean, it's dope. And last but not least, Carla Spores. Isn't that freaking gorgeous? Like, the face kind of reminds me of Evelyn's final form in 7. And also the creepy ass baby monster from Village. Anyway, that is it. This one had a little to do with Ada and a lot to do with Carla and Derek's relationship and plans. I mean, a lot to do with Carla and Derek. Jeez. But that is the end of the files. We have gone through Ada's, which is, you know, I like Ada's. It's very simple. You know, it's just a crossbow and her name, Ada. Jake's is cool, but it's my least favorite. Chris's is nice. You know, got the little helicopter, the cityscape. Leon's is my favorite. It's the gas station from the second game. I like that. It's dope. Hope you have a great day, though. That was all for people. We went through all their files, looked at all their figurines, and read them all. And my voice hurts now. So I hope you have a great day. Remember, you can be the best you can possibly be. If you like the video, like, comment for the super special, also subscribe. That really me out. And ta-ta. For now.